Ask and ye shall receive should be the motto for my subscribers, because somebody wanted a video with Abyss Soldier Bulwark for whatever reason. So sure enough, here I am doing what the people want me to do and doing my best with Abyss Soldier Bulwark. I don't remember, it was either 2 or 3. I did these yesterday. I'm recording this commentary now. But these weren't the prettiest. I'm just going to be honest. Abyss Soldier Bulwark, people... Okay, so he has like one thing going for him. I guess 2 things. Solo life flip enemy and solo 250-second mega bomb, which can be really strong. But the thing is, since those are the only 2 things he has going for him, people know what to expect and people can counter that. He also has a defense buff when he's with another Abyss Soldier, so I was using Abyss Soldier Poseidon in the front line. You saw there, Jaguardian killed my Abyss Soldier Poseidon, which actually kind of surprised me, because I've seen him survive stealth banes before because of his 200% defense buff. But, you know, whatever. But as you can see here, I'm in a really bad spot. You know, I am not in what people would call a happy state. He's got his Polo Boss who's getting charged up. He's got a bunch of bronze shells in my team. He's got this Ice Fang who's not doing too bad. He's got a Malwing next in line. I don't have any stun protection. I decided to swallow the Polo Boss because I knew he was just going to get charged way too easily and just destroy me. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe if Bulwark gets a turn, you know, I can, I don't know, maybe bring this back because I can do a Mega Bomb and then we'll all be good. He does knockback next on my Bunker Beast. Luckily, I have a Vixia Guard next in line, not a Bronze Shell, so I can have a little bit of comeback mechanics with that. He decides, I'm pretty sure, okay, no, he just skips and then charges Blood Crave on his Capybara Dragon, or no, on his Malwing, kills my Capybara Dragon. And here I'm like, okay, just need a turn with Bulwark and we're good. And then he raw repulses. So now I have to wait another 250 seconds with a more or less useless monster. So, you know, that's fun. This Spectre Fox has 2 easy targets with Stealth Bane, but he decides to go for Ryzen so that he can kill him with the Malwing. I bring in my Bulwark again, who we all know is not going to be very useful. But I did throw in Houdinoid because I had sort of a Link Storm setup already going. So he just kind of helps with that, and he's a low-cost monster. I decided to kill the Ice Fang. Not sure why I did that, considering... Oh, because Assassinate. Right. Even though Malwing has a kill, Assassinate would have been scarier. So here, we do get to see an Abyss Soldier Bulwark feature. I life flip enemy his Malwing, so that now if he uses Blood Crave, the recoil is going to kill. Which, you know, is cool. It's nice. It kills the Malwing, whose Blood Crave goes around the Houdinoid and kills my Shurikaiser, of course. But I'm looking at this. I see I have a Malwing next in line. He's got Valzarane Motor Dragon. Motor Dragon's not going to be very useful. Valzarane, I'm scared of. But I see with my Malwing next in line and a Spectre Fox asleep, then I can kill the Valzarane. And then if I bring in Malwing and potentially put Prismarix to sleep, then I get a lot of control because that's stunning 2 of his stun absorbers out of play. And that's putting his 1 monster to sleep and keeping awake 1 monster who's pretty... Putting to sleep 1 monster who's pretty much useless. Here, I've already used Life Flip Friend, which is 1 time only. I've already used Solo Life Flip, which is 1 time only. And I really don't want to use Ultra Bash because it costs so many seconds. And I know I've said this before. I hate doing this, but in this case, doing a forced skip was my best move. Because I think by the time he gets a turn again, he'll have the Mega Bomb charged, which, you know, is what I'm going for. And then he does a give turn into a knockback next. So now I don't have my Malwing. And now I'm like, okay, this is really bad. Because now he can just dual Slayer Bane. Well, no, he can't really, because Bulwark doesn't have a kill, and Vixia Guard is stealthed. Never mind. Forget I said anything about dual Slayer Bane. I skip, because I figured whether or not I did Shield Steal or not, he was just going to stunt double, because there's nothing really for his Prismarix to do. Yep. But now I can, I think, take out this Rockoid, but I decided to do a Life Flip first. No, I think I actually kill it with Bulwark, because I know I can give turn back to it. But then I make a huge mistake. I'm like, okay, here's my chance. Stunning Entrance, the 2 stun absorbers. I can take off the shield from Prismarix with the Bulwark, But I brought in Husking, who has time freeze, so I can't give turn to Bulwark to take off the shield. So now I've got a guy on 187 seconds who is pretty much useless, in fact, completely useless until enough time has passed. His Prismatics can just stunt double again, which is not good at all because this bolt doesn't kill and I have no way of giving turns to people. So I decide to just shield the Bulwark in case he goes for some kill around the Protector, and then he just double repulses him. So I have to wait another 250 seconds. I decide to show of power because I know the stun is going to get absorbed and it's going to poison everybody, which really makes Utopion useless. Now, that was so lucky that the poison killed the Rockoid because I wasn't going to have any way to deal with the Prismatics, but the Rockoid died, so now I can... Haha, just kidding. You thought I was going to say Raw Blood Crave? I have a Houdinoid on the field. But I do have this double poison chomp, which I can kill Motor Dragon and Prismatics with. And this here, I was super lucky. I was like, okay, Sherloid's not going to do much. Maybe I can kill the Willow-Worm. And I did kill the Willow-Worm, which that was my third transient bash. So Vixia Guard dies, but it brings in Abyss Soldier Bulwark. And I'm like, okay, this is my chance. You know, I'm going to wait 250 seconds. He's kind of in a bad spot right now. He's a little locked, but then he just gives up. So I was like, all right, I did my best. You know, I used him. I made him work. I did some cool things with him, you know. But maybe this time I can pull off that cool solo 250-second Mega Bomb. You know, maybe I'll make it work. Maybe I'll get him in some cool position and I can kill all his monsters, you know. So I go into this second battle ready to totally dominate with this Abyss Soldier, you know. And I see this icon, which I have never seen before, actually. By the way, my Grimoris icon I just got, beautiful. But I see this guy with a fully bonded Fiona and that super cool icon, and I'm like, oh, great. This is just awesome, isn't it? Abyss will give turn to the Bulwark. I'm like, okay, what can I really do here? I didn't want to life flip Terragar or Pidiegon because I knew Terragar would just heal him up. But he decides to throw... I think he tried to go around the Capybara Dragon, but it didn't work. He does kill the Capybara Dragon now, and he's got mad respect using Pidiegon. He's got that Link Catapult in the front line, which he uses to kill Pandranorca. Unfortunate. This Instant Slayer Bane does like half health of Pidiegon because it's Storm hitting into Earth, and he's a high defense monster. And I'm thinking, like, who do I need to kill here? Terragar, Cthulhu. I decided to go for Cthulhu because I didn't want any double repulses. I see his fully bonded Leogeist come in. I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me, right? A Bulwark is basically useless, but I decided to I thought about giving turn to him anyway, which I do end up doing. Okay. I was thinking about doing a solo Vengeance on Terragar or a Leogeist or something, but in the end, I decided to just kill Fiona and Pidiegon. Not sure why, actually, because that puts him on 347 seconds. I guess I'm thinking, you know, I can get another turn to Abyss Soldier Poseidon before that so that I can give turn to him. But then he does his instant summon, and pretty sure he throws the Shurikaiser, or maybe he goes for Abyss Soldier Poseidon. Oh, he just skips, and then probably catapults Poseidon. Right? I like doing things live better. Okay, what? So I'm not sure why he did that. I decided to give turn to Abyss Soldier Bulwark again because he was on way too high a seconds, and I can't use Life Flip Enemy, and I don't want to put him on super high seconds, so I try to skip, see if he's going to let me take the skip, and no, so I decided to just Life Flip Friend Bunker Beast, because let's be real, all these monsters are going to one-shot him anyway. So, you know, if he's at 3/4 health or 1/4 health, does it really matter? Although now I think Crescendo Strike is going to do enough to kill him, yeah. So in the end, it didn't work out, which is kind of funny, kind of ironic. Of course, Catapult from Focal Force kills Abyss Soldier Poseidon. Not good. I lose my Bunker Beast. Houdinoid comes in, and I'm scared here. I'm like, all right, great. He's got these fully bonded Mythics. He's got a fully evolved Natargul who's bonded coming in. I'm scared. But, you know, nothing's going to stop me from doing my best. I see I have the seconds here, so I stun Terragar. I'm like, okay, I can pull off some kind of, you know, maybe a stun thing, but I forgot about Pidiegon, who has stuns. So that stun retribution, sure, it stopped Terragar from getting a turn, But at the end of the day, what did it really do? And the answer is nothing. He decides to double Kinslayer Bulwark, which just barely doesn't kill because he does have that 50% buff from Abyss Soldiers. I decide to kill Pidiegon, which again puts him to like 350 seconds, which, you know, isn't the best thing for a monster who's pretty much useless. But now he doesn't have much stun protection. The only thing he's got is Tricranium, who's immune to stun. And he doesn't have Pidiegon anymore, which is helpful. So I'm thinking, how can I get rid of that Tricranium, who also has a ton of Rockoid fodder at the end? I heal up Ryzen so I can get an Overwatch, even though he's just going to keep, you know, Hellfire Mortar doubling, I suppose would be the right way to say that. But he can't kill my Vixia Guard, so I can just keep healing. I was really worried about a Blessing Mortar here, but I'm guessing he didn't have it turned on because waking up Natarguol and healing up Shield Dragon would have been a good thing for him to do. I decided to do a Stun Blitz into an Overwatch, and then I can heal up my Ryzen again, so he's full health in Overwatch, which is scary for him, considering the fact that all he has is one stun immune monster. I also see his... oh gosh, what's the name? Now I forget the name, but that monster next in line, the double sneak attack one, I'm like, okay, I'm going to line this up, so I bring him in, and then I can kill him. Ankara, right, I can kill him with Stealth Bane, but I forget he has shield entrance. So Stealth Bane's not going to do me much good. But I can just take off the shield with Stun Killer, although now I can't target him with Stealth Bane. By the way, all of this guy's mythics are fully bonded. Shout out to him. That's a lot of time and tickets. Like, mad respect. Also, I'm terrified of him. I was terrified, still am terrified. Anybody that has that kind of time and these kind of monsters, definitely scary. He brings in a Cynthia. I'm like, okay, this is just fantastic. He's got double Survivor charged. He doesn't bring in Husking, which I think is a pretty smart move. Like I said, he only has one monster who's stun immune, which now he can kill my Ryzen with his Hellfire Mortar double. And I can't remember if he does or not. I think he does. No, he doesn't. He didn't even have a mortar charge. What am I talking about? Okay, but that time strike, Cynthia was a lot of seconds, so it puts Terrorguard to hold ground. Now he has a mortar charge. He can kill really anybody. It's not like any of them are not going to die except Vixia Guard. And now that he's got this Stun Absorber on the field with Flutterdrake Iris, and also his Natarguol is awake, like, he's sitting pretty right now. That Fast Strike kills my Husking, and I'm a little worried about how I'm going to come back from this. I see he has 9 monsters left, and I have 3. So I decided to get 1 kill on Boviclus. He brings in Flutterdrake Mavie, who's always terrifying. I Transient Bash Natarguol because I'm not trying to get totally destroyed. And finally, I get a turn with Bulwark. I'm like, okay, Mega Bomb. But of course, it's been so long in the battle that I brought in my Spectre Fox, who was like halfway in, and he doesn't have solo anymore. And there, the Nullifying Strike stops Boviclus from poisoning everybody, which is bad because they all have shields now. And Penguinator's got Overwatch, hold ground. Tricranium keeps shielding himself. I'm really scared at this point. I decided pure Overwatch and Venom Chrono Killer Penguinator. That's going to give him a turn, but he can't Slayer Bane all. Oh, he did Slayer Bane all, even though I think Vixia Guard is the only monster with a kill. Not sure why he did that. The Hellfire Mortar double isn't going to quite put Missile Torment to hold ground. I see the way things are lined up. I can pure Overwatch and then give turn to Missile Torment to kill Mavie. I could have done it like kill Mavie and then give turn, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I see I'm at his Rockoids now, so I'm thinking, okay, I need to get through all those Rockoids before Penguinator gets another turn, because his Ultra Thunder is kind of going to gas me. Flutterdrake Iris has been charging up the Mega Bomb. I go for a Desperate Chomp on Penguinator. It hits a Rockoid. Oh well, because I can just Blood Give turn again, get my pure Overwatch charged, and he doesn't have a Mortar loaded, so I'm not worried. And then he just gives up. So I'm sorry that I couldn't showcase Abyss Soldier Bulwark as much as I wanted. I did use him, and I did win with him twice. Hopefully that will appease the desire. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.